Hey everyone, it's David with Streaming Relativity, home of the Astro DNA Observatory, and we're going to have some fun stacking data that I got on the Orion Nebula. A little change of pace. I have been spending a lot of time working on the setup of the CEM 120 and some observatory work, and haven't had a lot of time to spend with my data other than the NG 1975, the Running Man Nebula, which I featured as part of First Light. But that made me think, wouldn't it be cool? Eventually I want to do this big mosaic of the Orion constellation. So I kind of dug back and I noticed that I had shot M42, which is the Orion Nebula, the entire that a much wider field of view. This is I think this is around 360 millimeters of focal length, so it's significantly shorter than the C8. And again, this is my William Optics Zenith Star 61. And this is, I'm not sure how many frames of stacked. I think this is red. The red filter, ZWO red filter, ASI 1600. These are 60-second exposures. Anyway, I'm using Siril, and I thought, hey, what the heck? Since I'm doing this and I have a nice little system for doing it, why don't we go ahead and we'll stack green, blue, and luminance together. So, and for those who don't use Siril is actually a really cool pre-processing tool set. So I'm going to go ahead and grab. I've written software that helps me organize my work. So I'm going to go ahead and grab from my raw data my M42 target with the WAS back. Actually, I did this in August of this year. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the. I'm going to go grab the green subs, and so I have a naming system as well. So let's grab it. Looks like there's probably around 20 frames here. We'll find out now. We're going to convert these, and then we're going to calibrate them. And yeah, so we have 20 images. These are 60-second exposures, and when I calibrate, I maintain a calibration library. So in this case, we're just going to change the flat that we're using, and the flat we're using for green will be the green flats. There we go. So let's go ahead and quickly do an estimate on that. Good. We'll start calibration. Take a quick peek, make sure that nothing funky is going on with the calibration. You can already see that it did okay. I'm going to register these, so this is going to basically ensure that they use a global star alignment routine to kind of make sure that all these guys are going to stack well. And okay, we're going to go ahead and stack this, and we'll stick to our approach to this. Stacks. And this is my green stack. So let's go ahead and see what a stacked green looks like. Okay, good. Good. I got some nice looking detail in there. And the stars are, not terribly, they don't look bloated. They look pretty good. This is looking like a nice stack. So let's go ahead and let's get the blues. So clear your conversion list, rename your sequence. Everything's done in sequences here. Add your raw data. The raw data that I'm using comes from my Astro DNA raw directory. You can create shortcuts for this as well. And I actually process this automatically. I'm just going through the mechanical steps with you guys so that you can see the workflow. It's really very straightforward. You grab your raw files, all the blues, we add them, we convert those 20 files. And already I can tell that these are going to be interesting. See, blue filter, there's a little bit of a halo here. So I'm not terribly concerned, but you know it is what it is. You wind up getting halos with the blue filter. So let's get to the calibration. Hello, Mr. Calibration. Where are you? Folder type calibration. We're dealing with our blue, so let's grab our blue master flat here, and we'll go ahead and run that through calibration. So basically taking the master darks and the flats and subtracting out the dark frames and dividing up the flats. So we've got these calibrated. Let's go ahead and register them. Theoretically, we should be going through the sequence. We should be opening up the frame list and actually going through and seeing if we have clean data. But this is just a fun. It looks like I was dithering every 5 frames here. This is just a fun exercise. I'm not really. So okay, so let's go and register these. Make sure that they are aligned and ready for stacking. Cool. And let's go create a stack. And we'll call this blue. Start stacking. And I'll tell you what we'll do. Actually, let's run through and we'll do the same thing on nice. You see, halos. We got some halos. Again, nothing we can do. That happens with the blue. It happens with the blue filter, and it also happens with O3. So let's just see. I think I had some luminance data here. Let's just go grab it. Raw data. M42. I have set up Nina to follow a naming convention so that I can easily grab. I know where all my data is based on target, date, telescope, rig, settings, etc. So it makes it really easy for me to manage my data. And there's a lot of data in astrophotography. So let's convert this. All this is happening in a workspace that my software sets up. Okay, we'll go ahead and convert. Again, all this is done automatically with the software, but I'm just sharing with you the under the covers what goes on. It grabs a calibration file for Luminance, and let's go ahead and start that calibration. Let me just give an estimate. Okay, start calibration. All this should calibrate out. See, nice. Work the background a little bit. Let's register. So this is going to align all of these images. Interesting how it's identifying that as that strong nebulosity. I wonder if it thinks it's a galaxy. Okay, good. So and now we'll stack it up, and we'll put all of our stacks in stacks. And this is a luminous stack. Go ahead and start stacking. Nice, really nice. There's some really pretty. This is a really pretty. This is a really pretty region in the sky. So at this point, actually, it's really what's cool about this is that I now have stacks for all the channels. Have stacks. Let's double check. Good, we have stacks. So with stacks, we can go ahead and go into Pixinsight real quick. And let's take a look at these a little bit closer and compare the stacks. Okay, the easiest way to do that is to get those stacks. And let's drag them. I did HA as well. And let's just drop these stacks in, boy. And here they come. Okay, so let's apply auto stretch. And so we have HA. We're going to tile these. Okay, and let's actually tile and fit. There should be a way to do that. Okay, we'll manually do it. Sorry, guys. All right. So, Control A. Let's really interesting. Really interesting. I like it. All right, guys. So, yeah, maybe we'll cascade and fit images. Yeah, that's not bad. So, here's our luminance data. And this is just with a screen transfer function, obviously. So, here's our luminance data for Orion. It's a little blown out in here, but that's it. We can address that. Here's our R data. Very nice. Lovely. Really, really love it. This is just a gorgeous, it's just gorgeous data. I love this data. I missed that little scope. You know how much easier it is to work with shorter focal lengths? Shorter focal length, a wide field refractor. Do you know what a pleasure it is to work with that? I mean, as compared to a medium or long focal length SCT. Oh my God. What beautiful data. What beautiful images. This is going to make for a beautiful composition when I get around to it. But just showing you guys, look how awesome. Look at that. I love it. And this is raw. You know, nothing's been done to this data, right? We haven't done anything here. No processing at all. Oh, this is so beautiful. The hydrogen alpha. Look at this. My goodness. Wow. Oh my God. I love it. Well, this is going to be a lot of fun. And at any rate, this is just a quick video of pre-processing and give you guys a chance to take a look at some of the data that I'm sitting on. And we'll do a whole bunch of videos on this. We'll do a whole bunch of videos on processing this data and creating beautiful astro photographs. So, all right, everyone, thanks for watching. And if you're interested in this type of stuff, go ahead and like and subscribe.